What's going on, guys? It's been a while since I made a Ninja 400 video, but I just hit 600 miles on the bike. I'm surprised it took this long. It's time for her break-in service. I'm gonna take her in for the first service just to document that it was officially serviced by Kawasaki. They're supposed to have the ZX4RR at this dealership also, so while I'm waiting, I brought my work laptop. I might do some work, but while I'm waiting, I'm hoping to catch a glimpse of the ZX4R. Some exciting news, I actually have my very first track day coming up. I've never done track before, so I registered. I'm gonna give it a shot, take this bike out on the track and see how she feels. And I'm gonna document kind of my journey of a noob's first time hitting the track, since I've never done it before. I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing. I don't really have any friends who track either, so I'm going to be learning a lot. You know, I also signed up for a in-person classroom on my first track day too, so they kind of give you there's classes and sessions throughout the day of how to do track, I guess. Learn tips from the pros. Subscribe if you haven't already. I appreciate the support. And we're going to turn up here. Service, I believe, is up here. I got a track day coming up next week, so if you wouldn't mind doing a look over it. Alright guys, so just dropped the bike off for service. Here's their showroom. They got a beautiful selection of KTM bikes. I'm gonna try to find that ZX4R. I walked by the whole Kawasaki section, I didn't see it. But we'll check out Yamaha over here. R3, that's also a fun track bike. 14R, that's massive. So I just checked with the guy, he's gonna look upstairs. Apparently it's already assembled, so I really want to peek at it, but in the meantime, as he's looking, check out this RC390. These are meant for the track, and they're just beautiful bikes. I love that color scheme. I saw this really cool KTM 390 Adventure. It's like an Adventure R, but a smaller version. How sweet is this? I've never seen this before. If I didn't have the CRF and I was going to look for an adventure bike, this would be my bike. MSRP is pretty reasonable too. Okay, so I just chatted with them. Unfortunately, the ZX4R, it's in a crate in the back. It's not built yet, but it will be built within the next week here. Took my name and number, and he will call me as soon as it's built. Alright guys, so we're back in the garage. Just got done with a 600-mile break-in service for the 400. And again, this is something you probably could do yourself. Just pick up a $40 oil change kit from your dealership and then do it yourself. But after everything was said and done, here's the report card. Everything came in before taxes, $184.48. It's pretty reasonable, considering I've heard horror stories of, you know, some dealerships charging $400 or $500 for initial break-in service, which is just kind of crazy. But let's take a look at everything they did. So changed oil and filter. Again, that was about $40. The parts, chain service. So the guy had it up on the lift. And he was just inspecting all parts of the chain, spinning the wheel, making sure the slack was good. Check the intake, the brakes, check cooling systems, check tires and wheels, and then tighten nuts and bolts. So the cool thing about this dealership, the service department, was there was a glass window, so you could watch the tech work on your bike the entire time. So the guy just went around to literally every single bolt, and he made sure everything was nice and tight, because I did tell him that I'm hitting my first track day coming up here. So all right, so that's the total report card, $184.48. Next part of this video, I'm just going to go ahead and make the bike track ready. I'm going to go ahead and tape up the headlights, and pretty much tape up any lights, because we don't want to see them on the track. Look at the oil, make sure she's filled up properly, so I'll make sure she's nice and level. And you can see, yeah, oil level looks good. I'm also going to remove these mirrors. I got something here from TST Industries, so got these block off plates here. Alright, I'm doing a terrible job at this. I think I'm just going to pull the bulb Okay, so that wasn't working out too well. So I just did 10 seconds to research, and people say it's much easier just to pull the fuses. Okay, now we're gonna take off this panel to access the fuse box. I got a bolt here. One on the top of the fairing. And it's just being held in by some push pins. Alright, for the front headlight, it should be in the front fuse box. Apparently it's a 10A connecting the gray and brown wires. So, and I'm just realizing that these were actually labeled. So, alright, so quick recap. You're going to want to pull the head and the brake and horn. No need for this one if you're going to be on the track. So pull the first one here from the rear on the first box, skip one, and pull this one here for the brake and horn. And then for the tail light and then the tiny marker lights on the headlights, you just want to pull the 10A for the signal fuse right here. So to the left of the 5 here. And that should be good. And your bike will be good. Blinkers won't work, which is good. Horn won't work, which is good. Rear brake light is off. Also the license plate light is off. Headlights are off, which is awesome. Now I'm just going to do a little thin layer of tape just for fun. Alright guys, we are all done. I'll do a quick recap of everything we did to get our track ready. So we taped off the mirrors. Oh sorry, taped off the headlights. Removed the mirrors, put on these mirror caps here. They look pretty good from TST Industries. Taped off the blinkers, go around to the rear, taped out the tail light, the blinkers. Okay, we removed this panel, we took out the fuses, we took off 3 of them. What else? To be track ready, tires have to be about 75% or better. These are, I would say, 90% plus. They're fairly new. They're gonna check the chain slack. That feels good. I think that's pretty much it. They're gonna make sure nothing's leaking from the bike. But overall, I think that's pretty much it. So she should be track ready for the most part. So if you guys haven't already, hit subscribe and follow along with me as I hit my first track. I got a lot of things to learn and looking forward to it. So real quick, just wanted to show you guys my quick setup on with the Ninja 400 in the back of the truck. So here's my Raptor 2017. It does have Deaver HD +3 springs on there, so the rear is about 2 inches higher than stock, and then Eibach 2.5-inch springs in the front. So truck's sitting about, I don't know, 3 inches maybe higher than stock height. Here's the setup. So we got the Canyon dancers. I'm holding the strapping the bike to the front, and in the rear, you know, it's pretty snug as is, but for the rear, I also bought this rear tire strap here, and it wraps around the wheel and just hooked into my box link, just any tie down point on the truck. And then for good measure, I threw on my moto gate. I had this for my dirt bike. This just keeps everything in the bed of the truck should anything shift. But alright, so that's my setup on how I get my bike loaded onto the truck before track day. And maybe in another video I'll show you guys like the full setup, like how I set up the ramps, get the bike on the truck, strap it down, and all that good stuff. So let me know in the comments if that's something you guys want to see, like the full setup, and I will make that video for you. Alright guys, thank you for watching.